Luna faces constant harassment from her MIL, who excludes her from the family. On Christmas, Emil's cruelty peaks when Luna is denied the family's steak dinner. As Luna leaves, her husband unexpectedly confronts Emil's behavior, triggering a dramatic shift in family dynamics in Luna's life.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Drama of Destiny. This story we're about to tell has a shocking twist beyond your imagination. First, let's get started.
There's nothing like good steak eaten with the family. My Mill says this while devouring her steak. Of course, there's no steak in front of me. I'm fed up with my Mill's harassment, even on Christmas. It seems like I'm not part of the family, so I'm going home. As I said this and started to leave, my Mill received an unbelievable Christmas present. My name is Luna, and I'm a 27-year-old office worker. It's written as Luna, but pronounced as Luna, which people often find unusual. My birthday is December 25th. Yes, Christmas. There was a severe snowstorm on that day, and it was hard for my mom to get to the hospital, hence my name. Last year, after dating for 3 years, I married Leo, who is a year older than me. Leo is very kind and reliable, and I enjoy my life with him every day. However, there's one thing that bothers me. It's about my Mill. My Mill dotes on her only child, Leo, and sees me as the woman who took her son away. So, she harasses me constantly. Just the other day, when we visited their houses, this happened. Hey Leo, I found a lovely shirt the other day. I bought it for you, so please wear it. It'll look great on you. My Mill keeps buying things for Leo and giving them to him. Financially, it's appreciated, but her over-involvement is really annoying. Thank you, Mill, for always thinking of us. I don't need your thanks. Your gratitude gives me chills. I'm not sincere either. I'm used to giving these formal thanks. But he doesn't wear them much, right? Maybe it's not his style? That's impossible. You're probably telling him not to wear them to spite me. My Mill's sense of style is stuck in the 90s. So simply, Leo doesn't wear it. This is our daily life. One day, this happened. Here's today's dessert, ice cream. Doesn't it look delicious? My Mill brought ice cream, but there wasn't any for me. Huh? Mom, there's none for Luna? Oh my, I must have forgotten. Oh dear, what a mistake. As usual, my Mill pretends to be clueless. Despite it being so obvious, Leo doesn't notice. Oh dear, it seems I only bought enough for the family. Sorry about that. Mom, you're so forgetful. Luna, you can have mine. If it's for the family, I should give mine to you. Leo said this and offered his to me. This didn't sit well with my Mill. Leo doesn't notice, but my Mill is grinding her teeth. To my Mill, I'm not considered part of the family. At this point, I don't want to be part of the family either. So it didn't really hurt. But even before, my dinner was the only frozen meal, and it was cold. Sometimes the chicken was undercooked, and when everyone else had hot chocolate, mine was just a spoonful of cocoa powder. Mill does these subtle harassments that Leo and Phil don't notice. I tried talking to Leo about it, but he couldn't believe that his mother would do such things. Hey, I really don't want to go to your parents' house. Phil is great, but Mill is always mean to me. Really, it's hard to believe. It's not that I doubt you, Luna, but if it's true, it's shocking and sad. Well, I feel bad for putting him in a tough spot, but Leo is my only ally. Phil would surely take Mill's side, and Mill is good at hiding her harassment in front of others while being very charming. Especially in front of Leo, Mill covers it up so well that it's no wonder he doesn't notice. She's a master at making her harassment seem accidental. The house we tied up, rather than live in now, is a remodeled property that Leo inherited. We're living here because Mill wanted us close by, and we were tricked into it. The house was remodeled and looked nice, and Mill was pretending to be sweet at the time, so I foolishly fell into the trap. Mill waits for Leo to come home, and then finds various excuses to take him back to their house. She brings an umbrella for him, or says she made his favorite dish, making it hard for Leo to refuse. Even though he wants to come straight home, when he tries to say no, Mill gets teary-eyed. So kind, Leo has no choice but to go with her. To outsiders, Leo might seem overly sweet to his mom. I think so too, but there's nothing we can do about it. Leo usually prioritizes me, so I let it slide. But Mill never invites me. Even if she did, I wouldn't go, but it still makes me mad to be left out. She knows very well that I'm at home preparing dinner, yet she sends Leo back with lots of food. This overprotectiveness stems from an accident Leo had in the past, which left him seriously injured, so I compromise a bit. As long as it's not harmful to us, I've decided to watch and see. Fortunately, I'm also busy with work, so it's been a relief in some ways. Eventually, I stopped being invited to their houses altogether. Some friends say they're forced to go, so I might be lucky in that regard. But the problem is special occasions. Christmas is approaching, which means it's my birthday. Hey, do you want to go somewhere this year? Christmas is on a Sunday, so we could stay somewhere from Christmas Eve on the 24th. Since we were dating, we've always celebrated Christmas together. So, I naturally assumed we'd be celebrating together this year too. Oh, about that. When I told my mom we'd be spending Christmas together, and she started crying. She said she has a gift for you and some Wagyu steaks. I want to spend it with you, but maybe we can celebrate New Year's just the two of us if we spend Christmas with them. I know this is a tough request, but I didn't want to keep it from you. I had a bad feeling, but the thought of Wagyu steaks weakened my resolve. I love steak, especially Wagyu. Even if the gift is a form of harassment, I can probably overlook it this time. Plus, Leo and Phil will be there. Surely, Neil wouldn't harass me in front of them. Okay, let's spend Christmas at your parents' houses. Everywhere will be crowded anyway. New Year's isn't much different, but if we count the days off, that might be better. So, Christmas arrived. We bought presents for his parents, and we went to their houses at the agreed time. Choosing the presents and buying the cake made me start to look forward to it. Surely, Mill would genuinely celebrate this time. We arrived at their house, and Mill greeted us. Oh, welcome. Good evening, thank you for inviting us. We went to the living room, and Leo immediately gave Mill the gloves. Oh, I'm so happy. When was the last time Leo gave me a present? I'll cherish these. Luna picked it out for me. She has good taste, right? Then, Mill's smile vanished, and she carelessly tossed them aside. Leo paid for them, but I'll keep that a secret. Here's my gift for you. I handed over my gift. She placed it carelessly aside. Mill loves alcohol, so I got her a Baccarat glass. I already had a bad feeling, but I thought I'd let it slide because of the steak. Phil, who doesn't have a daughter, treats me like one. He's not overly affectionate, but he really treats me like his daughter. That's the saving grace of this family. Sorry about my wife being so cold. I always try to stop her, but she's sulking because she thinks you took her son. You don't have to force yourself to put up with it, okay? Haha. Thank you. Just hearing you say that makes me feel better. And besides, there's steak today. That more than makes up for it. Then Mill brought out presents for us. Here, your Christmas presents. Please take them. Both Phil and I were surprised. I guess she had to give me something since she was giving Leo a gift. Oh, a tie pin. I really needed one. I see. She chose something practical so that he would wear it all the time. Here you go, Luna. Happy birthday. Open it up. I opened the gift to find a charm inside. You are dangerous to watch. You could get hurt, and then Leo would be in trouble, right? She was trying to justify it, but the charm was from Shrine. This is the ultimate shrine for breaking off relationships. Would she go this far? But Phil got angry for me. What are you thinking? Leo, when will you realize what's happening? Phil's voice echoed through the living room. Even Mill was taken aback. And no, I chose it because a friend recommended it. It means to cut ties with accidents. You're all overthinking it. Oh, you scared me. I thought you were serious about giving me something like this. By the way, what does it say? Phil and I sighed. Enough. It's Christmas. I'm going to forget everything with the steak. I vowed not to forgive if they messed up the cooking. All right, let's start dinner. Leo's favorite steak. Oh, I'm starving. I've been avoiding meat just for today. Luna's been on a veggie diet longer than me. That was just my diet for my birthday. It's convenient that he misunderstood. Typical Leo. As we sat down for dinner, the table was filled with a luxurious feast. Wow, you really went all out. I'm going to gain weight today. We haven't been able to spend much time together recently, have we? So I went all out. Look forward to New Year's too. Leo mumbled something. We've already made plans. I wanted him to be clear, but now wasn't the time. All right, let's dig in, everyone. As we sat at the table, there was no steak in front of me. While Phil, Mill, and Leo had magnificent steaks, there was a thin pork steak in front of me. It was irritatingly close, but still far off. Under normal circumstances, I'd be angry. But as someone who'd been avoiding meat, this wasn't funny at all. Mill should know that steak is my favorite. Even Leo has paused. Well, it's the first time she's been caught red-handed. What is this? Mom, did you mess up again? Oh, I must have ordered for the family and got it wrong. Leo silently replaced his steak with mine. Luna, go ahead and eat. You've been looking forward to it. Leo, let's split it. This is one of the reasons I can't stay mad at him. Then Mill snapped. Leo, this is for the family. There's no need to do that. So, Mill still didn't see me as part of the family. There's nothing like good steak eaten with the family. It seems like I'm not part of the family, so I'm going home. As I started to leave, Leo stood up. Yeah, if it's for the family, let's share it. Leo grabbed Mill's steak and swapped it with my pork steak. What are you doing, Leo? It's for the family, right? I'm family with Luna now. If you don't recognize my family, then you're not family either. Luna chose to come here for Christmas, but I've been blind to your behavior. This time you were caught. Luna, I'm really sorry. Leo had always wanted proof of Mill's harassment. Apparently, he had been pretending to be clueless while investigating Mill's true nature. He wished it wasn't true, but the charm had pushed him over the edge. He said he had to hold back tears when he saw the charm. From now on, we'll have minimal contact with you, Mom. We've decided to spend New Year's at a resort. I know you've been overprotective since my accident, but it's time for us to be independent. I understand your feelings, Mom, but this ends today. Dad agrees with this. Mill looked shocked and turned to Phil. Phil began speaking slowly. Why did you do this? You had the same thing done to you a long time ago, and you distanced yourself from my parents too, didn't you? Why did you do what you didn't want them to do to you? Did you forget that I used to protect you like Leo does now? Why did you become a nasty Mill? Really? I never met Dad's mother. She had passed away, but she was a typical mean Mill. Mill must have had a tough time then. Having experienced it, you'd think she'd avoid doing the same. Why does this cycle repeat in Mill-Diel relationships? Maybe because they want to inflict the same pain they felt. Why do they think that way? Why do you hate me so much, Mill? Did I do something to deserve this? You took away my treasure. I raised him for over 20 years, and you took him in just 3 years. How could you? Now I understand how my Mill felt. Even if you told me that, I would never be able convinced because it would be too unreasonable. No, that's not fair. I've tried to meet you halfway. This is just unfair anger. Are you not willing to compromise? Shut up. This wouldn't have happened if you weren't here. I wouldn't have allowed you to marry him unless I approved of the woman. I wanted Leo to marry my sister's daughter. Mill does have a sister with a daughter. What are you talking about? Her kid is still in middle school. She's more like a sister to me. I want to live my life my way, and I chose Luna. If you can't accept Luna, then I choose her. Dad, from now on, I'll only visit you. Even if we have kids, they won't come here. You hate Luna so much, and I won't let that affect our children. You might claim to love your grandkids, but if you keep hating Luna, they'll suffer too. Why am I being excluded? I've always prioritized Leo. But Mill's priority was herself. It was only what was best for Mill. Phil thought for a while and then started to speak. That's right, it's best this way. I was miserable back then. I understand, Leo. Putting yourself first isn't prioritizing your child. If you really care about him, you'd prioritize his happiness with the person he chose. Listening to you, it's clear you've only ever thought about yourself. Did Leo want to marry your niece? If this continues, I might consider divorce to prioritize Leo's happiness. It's time to let go. Luna, I'm really sorry. We've mishandled this. Please don't consider divorce over this. Oh, it's all right. I don't think of divorce by the way Phil and Leo handled the situation today. But Mill needs to change. I want her to see our child too. So, can't you take this opportunity to change? I said this while rubbing my belly. Oh, could it be my grandchild? Oh, really? That's the best Christmas present I ever got. A child? No. Why are you taking everything away from me? Suddenly, my Mill started to lash out and tried to hit me on my stomach. Phil and Leo desperately stopped her. I can't do this anymore. I'm cutting ties with Mom. She won't see my child. I can't defend her anymore either. Sorry, but we're getting a divorce. Attacking her grandchild is unforgivable. You should understand how it feels to have a child. This is crazy. After that, it was a chaotic Christmas. We contacted Mill's sister, and she took her in. Ugh, I feel so empty. If Mom had been normal right now. Let's not think about it. I'm just glad we protected the baby. The steak was ruined, but my friend runs a sushi restaurant. Want to go there? I am a big fan of sushi, next to steak, and I was delighted to agree. How did things get this way with such good people? I vowed never to become a Mill like her. Mill and Phil eventually divorced. Mill resisted, but when Phil mentioned her plan to marry Leo to her sister's daughter, her sister was horrified. She took Mill back to their family home to set her straight. For now, Mill won't have any freedom. She brought it on herself. Preparing for the birth, I found that charm in my bag. The one Mill gave me to break ties. Its power almost made me drop it in fear. What goes around comes around. If you seek revenge, dig 2 graves. I vow never to resent Mill and to never become a burden to my child in the future. Eventually, I gave birth to a healthy baby boy. Now I understand Mill's feelings a bit. I never imagined loving someone so much. But I want him to be happy, so I won't do what she did. I hope. If I ever start to, I'll remember this chaos. It was a valuable experience in a way. Phil became a doting grandfather as expected. His face lights up with joy. He'll be a great grandpa. Leo is becoming a wonderful dad. Phil updated us on Mill, losing her family and son. She had a mental breakdown. As the victim, I don't pity her. I used to see it from a wife's perspective. I can't let my child meet her. Leo has turned into a doting father, shopping for toys with Phil. Thanks to them, our house is filled with toys. I feel like a parent to 3 children, scolding Leo and Phil. Yes, since then, we started living with Phil. With Mill out of the picture, there's no problem. There's no problem at all. But what will their reaction be when I tell them there's another one on the way? Our guys will definitely be even more excited. Because this time, it's a girl. My only worry is that she might grow up to be like a little queen in this environment. I need to stay firm. Watching the men's antics with joy, I remind myself of my responsibility as a parent, ensuring things don't get out of hand.
Thank you for watching the video until the end. If you enjoyed the story, please give it a like. If you're interested in other stories, please subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.